to the Tyler House Hunter Show with the Burks Team on 97.5 FM KTBB and KTBB.com.
Good Saturday morning. You are listening to the Tyler House Hunters radio show. We are the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals today with Zach and Rebecca Burks. We are live today, so you can call in if you have any questions. Whether or not you want to talk to us on the air, you can leave a question with our producer at 888-788-9910. Is that it? 593-5822 is the 903 number, 593-5822. We also have agents standing by. If you have a question and you want to talk to an agent as we're talking, you can call in to our office at 561-2600. We do have an agent there. It's no cost, no obligation. You can call in, ask any questions, and they'll be happy to help you out. Welcome.
Well, welcome. Thanks for co-hosting with me today, Zach. You're listening to Zach and Rebecca Burks with the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals. We're here every Saturday talking about real estate. So let's look at the stats. That's the first thing we like to talk about. What's going on in the East Texas market?
Yes, so we're seeing a continued trend from 2021 to 2022 of home sales dropping. The total MLS and the Tyler MLS dropped from 4838 home sales in 2021 down to 4797 in 2022. So we did see a reduction in total home sales.
Yes, but the average sales price has gone up from $285,000 last year up to $322,000 this year.
Yes, and we're seeing that year over year it's up. We're starting to see that balance out. So from month to month, things are really starting to slow down on that. But from this time last year, because we had a good first 6 months of last year, things are still up. The median price jumped up as well, $242,000 last year, up to $275,000 this year.
If we look on the days on the market, average 39 last year, down to 33 this year, and then median is up actually from 13 last year to 14 this year.
Also, if you're in the Longview area, the Longview MLS stats, the average listing price versus sold price was $244 listing last year. Average sold price was around $240,500, and the median was around $209,900. This year, the average sold price was up to $276 from $240. The median sold price was up to $239 from $209, and we saw a reduction in days on market in Longview MLS from 69 days on average down to 60. The median was 45 last year and 41 this year. So an improvement, but I think what we're seeing, and we're taking this market almost by a week-by-week basis is what's happening, but things are really starting to slow down, and not necessarily in a bad way. I'm telling sellers right now that it's not as exciting where you get 15 offers the first day your house is on the market, but don't be discouraged because you're still getting the great price. It's just more normal where your house may be on the market a couple of weeks and you get an offer, whereas it's not where it was a year ago where these prices were getting driven up. And that's why our average price is so far up year over year, is because houses would sell for $20,000 over asking, and that was pushing the prices up. So now that's pretty much stopped. It happens occasionally, but with interest rates having climbed as much as they have, we're seeing a slowdown in that.
Yes, we've actually had people bring offers less than list price, which has not happened in quite a while, over a year. We've had people bring less than list price. Maybe the seller got a little bit aggressive in the market, and the market has stable a little bit. Derek Jones has called in with Legacy Mortgage, giving us a mortgage update of what's going on. Last we talked to him, the interest rates went up to a little over 7%. So, Derek, what happened this week?
Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Zach. We had another volatile week, I would say, is probably the best way to describe it. We had a good improvement on Monday, about a quarter percent improvement. And then later in the week, we just kind of lost a lot of those gains. So we're still kind of hovering in the high sixes on a 30-year fix. And, hopefully if we get some of the inflationary, I think we had a year-over-year maybe reduction. It's still high, of course. That may help, push interest rates down a little bit. But we did have a volatile week and kind of finished not near the highs that we hit a couple weeks ago, but we're we're getting closer to them. So a choppy week for sure.
Well, to help people qualify for loans with the interest rates going up, almost doubling where we were last year, is the buy down the first year. I think it's a 2-1 buy down. So are you qualifying on the lower amount the first year? Talk a little bit about that program.
Sure. So the 2-1 buy down is a nice option for someone who maybe, they say, hey, I can't afford a $2,100, a month payment this year. But if I can go $1,800, I can qualify. And then as my job or my wages increase, we can get there. So the 2-1 buy down, Rebecca, is if today's rate was, say, 6.75 on a 30-year fix, they're going to qualify at that higher rate, of course. But their first year interest rate would be 4.75. So that's the 2 of the 2-1 buy down. The first year they'd go down to 4.75. Second year they'd go up to 5.75, which is the 1, of course. And then in the third year they'd be at 6.75. So it's a good option for people that are very, payment conscious, and sellers can participate in that. So we're seeing a lot of sellers that instead of doing a price reduction, they might actually offer the 2-1 buy down or offer to pay some discount points. That helps, the overall payment of the buyer.
Okay, so they are qualifying on the higher amount, so they can pay the higher amount. We're not going to see this problem where people can't afford their payments because it went up, but they are qualified on the 6.75, which is the current rate. Just get fortunate the first couple of years to slowly get that payment where it would have been at the very beginning.
That's right. And there's also some ARMs, 5 or 7 year fixed rates that are hybrids, or ARMs as people like to call them, because they will adjust after the 5th or the 7th year. But that's another option that can help a little bit. They're not as aggressive or not as priced as well as they used to be in the past, but that's another option that people are calling in and asking about.
So, Derek, with where the market is right now and where you think it's headed, what would you recommend for the average person to pursue in terms of a mortgage?
I really think, Zach, that, a year or two from now, we are going to be we're going to be in a better environment. Once inflation comes down, I think the Fed's going to be in a different, posture where they're going to have to fight recession possibly. So I think, I would probably just go with either the 2-1 buy down or just stay with the rate that you have, because it's a short-term rate. I think, 2 years max, I think we're going to be back where people can refinance out of those. So it's kind of the old saying, marry the house, but date your interest rate, and help them, at least have some hope that they're not always going to be this high.
Yes, and if they do get higher, you'll be fortunate. You'll feel fortunate that you locked in that rate, 6 7/8 or something like that, instead of if it goes higher. So it's still a good time to buy a house, correct?
It is. Historically, we're right kind of where the average has been over the last 30 years. So I know everybody's been spoiled by 3%, 4%, and 5% rates, but that was an anomaly if you look at the history of interest rates. So it's still a great time to buy a house. And, according to Dave Ramsey, I know he's one that a lot of people follow. He said the next 5 years we're going to be in a much, higher market when it comes to values. So I trust him. He's usually very conservative when it comes to real estate. And so you don't want to miss out on those gains just because your rate's a little bit higher. I think that's something to consider.
So, Derek, speaking of Dave Ramsey, I know he's a big proponent of 15-year mortgages. Are we seeing any differences between the 15-year and the 30-year right now? I know that when interest rates dropped so much, they were almost identical in terms of their rate. But with it going up, is that widening or is it staying the same?
It's a great question, Zach. It has widened, and so we're probably about a 0.75% difference on the 15 and the 30. So probably be closer to that low 6s or 6%, maybe 5.99 on a 15-year. So that's a great option to look at as well, as you mentioned.
Yes, that's very good. Thank you so much for calling in, Derek. Give us an update. What's going on with this crazy interest rate fluctuation that we're having? So appreciate so much you calling in. You want to give out your contact information before we go to a break?
Sure. They can just Google Legacy Mortgage Group in Tyler, or TX Home Loans is our website, and my personal cell number is 903-312-7036. That's 312-7036, and they can call or text me anytime.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Derek.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Well, you've been listening to the Tyler House Hunter Show with the Burks Team, with Zach Burks, Rebecca Burks. We're the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals. We'll be back after these messages.
It's Glenn Beck. Join me Monday morning, 8 till 11 on your only local news radio, 97.5 FM and 600 AM KTBB and KTBB.com.
Selling your home doesn't have to be filled with drama or having to pay hidden fees. Hey, your friend Sean Hannity here to tell you, as an active investor, I firmly believe in working with the smartest local agents who sell homes in high volume. Prepare your home to create the most demand when it does go on the market to sell for the highest price. And don't fill your life with drama while you wait for your home to sell. When I want to know what's happening, there's only one team I call. I'm talking about the Burks Team of RE/MAX Professionals. Now, they're a sharp team of real estate experts who service the entire Tyler, Longview area and consistently leverage the highest price on hundreds of homes every single year. The Burks team spend thousands of dollars every month and create demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. I've met the Burks and know why thousands of happy Tyler, Longview area homeowners, they trust the Burks team. Go online at TylerHouseHunters.com or LongviewHouseHunters.com. Or just Google the Burks Team.
Looking for a great home loan experience with great customer service? Consider Derek Jones and the team at Legacy Mortgage Group, providing honest and friendly service to East Texans for over 15 years. Buying a new home should be fun, not stressful, so let the team at Legacy assist you. Give them a call today at 903-617-6173 and ask about their best rate guarantee. Visit them online at txhomeloans.com or stop by their Tyler office at 1658 West Grande Boulevard, Suite 200. Legacy Mortgage Group. NMLS 355969 and 351473. Unlike homeowners insurance that only covers rare events like fire, theft, and severe weather damage, HWA protects you against life's everyday disasters, the mechanical and appliance breakdowns that wreak havoc on your routine and your budget. Be prepared, not surprised. Call Home Warranty of America at 888-HWA-RELY. Learn more at HWAHomewarranty.com. Terms and conditions apply. HWA is proud to be part of the Burks team at RE/MAX Professionals right here in Tyler. In today's economy, many are considering investing in real estate to build wealth, but have no idea where to start. That's where CrossPoint Management Group comes in. Whether you're a homeowner thinking of renting for the first time or a seasoned investor with multiple rental properties, CrossPoint is your source for leasing and managing your property. Every potential tenant is given a rigorous background check, assuring your property is only leased to the highest quality tenants. CrossPoint also makes sure your property complies with the latest legal requirements, reducing your liability. All the hassle of management is handled by CrossPoint, from maintenance to repairs to detailed monthly financial statements. With over 30 years of residential real estate management experience, the staff of CrossPoint Management Group have the know-how to handle your leasing and management needs. Visit them online at crosspointgroup.com. Voted #1 property management company in back-to-back years by Locals Love Us, CrossPoint can take the worry out of property ownership. Visit crosspointgroup.com.
Are you afraid of a bug invasion? It's that time of year when termites, fleas, roaches, ants, and yes, bed bugs can strike. Make sure that you are bug-free the entire summer. Turn to the pros at East Texas Pest Control. They've been getting rid of bugs for decades. East Texas Pest Control can take care of your bug problem permanently. Give them a call at 903-729-0831, 903-729-0831, and be bug-free forever.
Storm damage, debris on your roof, leaves clogging up your gutters? Call R&S Roofing for a free inspection of those potential roofing problems. R&S Roofing is now offering a $100 a year roof maintenance program that'll cover 2 yearly maintenance cleanings and repairs for your roof and gutters. The experienced staff at R&S has been in the roofing and construction business for over 20 years, and they know how to do things the right way. Call them today at 903-630-5008. That's 903-630-5008. R&S Roofing, installing trust daily.
This is the Tyler House Hunter Show on 97.5 KTBB FM and KTBB.com.
Welcome back to the Tyler House Hunter Show We are the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals, talking about real estate, buying, selling, investing, helping you manage your real estate. You can get us called live on the air, 903-593-5822. If you want to ask us any questions or comments, you can call us 593-5822. Or you can call our office. We offer free consultations. We can sit down, talk to you. This is your largest investment that you are going to be buying. So we like to sit down with you and find out what you're interested in, what you want to buy, get with you a lender, and start the whole process together. Not just show you a house and say, how about this one? But what else is out there? And that's one of the reasons I got in real estate 40 plus years ago. I bought a house, and we called on one house, went and looked at it and bought it, but no one ever sat down with us and said, how about, have you looked at this area, and what about this area, and what are you looking for in a house? We just bought a house. So got into real estate to learn more about buying real estate myself, and I wanted to do real estate a little bit different than what I experienced, and it's that consultation, finding out your needs, the area you're looking at. So we like to do that. So call us at the office, 903-561-2600.
Well, where we left off there talking with Derek, a lot of listeners might be wondering, okay, well, I know what percentage my interest rate's going to be, but I'm just now getting into the market of buying a home. I don't even know what that really means for me, and what are my steps that I need to be taking right now if I want to buy a house. So I wanted to talk through the journey to buy a house, because I think it starts long before what most people think when they think about buying a house. They think, like you just said, let's go look at one house and buy a house. That's it. We're done. But it starts long before then, and I think setting it up properly is going to give you the best record of success when purchasing a house. And so there are 9 steps that you need to take through this process to where you are moving into your new house. And so the first one that I'll go over is starting to build your team. And this can start before you're even in the realm of purchasing a house, before you have any money saved up, before you've done a credit check, before anything. You can meet with an agent, meet with a lender, figure out what you can afford, figure out how much you need to save up, figure out and your income, what homes you can afford, maybe look at a couple of homes. And that way you have an idea of the goals that you need to set for your and your finances to get the house that you want.
It could be look at your credit score and get that credit score up, so you can get that best rate available by working ahead of time before you even start looking at the house.
Yeah, and Derek and the team at Legacy can help you figure out what you need to do to help get that credit score up. So they can make sure that you're doing the right things, paying off the right debts, to get your credit score as high as possible. And also the third item is boosting your savings, and talking with Derek and the team of Legacy as well to figure out, with closing cost and down payment for the price range that you're looking at, how much money are you going to need. A lot of people think, okay, I need 3% down for a house. Well, here's what 3% is, and I need to save that. Well, we have closing costs too we need to think about. So meeting with your agent, meeting with your lender to figure out exactly what we should expect on that.
Yes, that's so true. On the numbers are so important. Gather together the information that they're wanting to, and that could be your paycheck stubs, some bank statements. Let them look at all that now and see if there's any issues. So many times people come in and say, this is what I make, but then in reality they could be a 1099, and that's not what they bring home, it's what they make, and then they need your income tax returns. So make sure you do know your numbers. Make sure you do know what kind of payment you're looking at for this price house. Now, it's different now. The interest rate's gone up. That house payment is different. So you might have in your mind, if I buy a $250,000 house, this is what my payment's going to be. You need to know the current numbers on that. With the interest, taxes have gone up, insurance has gone up. Several times this year, the rates keep climbing on insurance. So know those numbers before you even start looking at houses.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and start pulling your tax records, keep your pay stubs at least for a few months, and keep all of that information so that way you have it readily available, because the lender's going to ask for everything. They want to know. They want to know every dollar that you've spent. So keep all of those records so that you have them readily available when you are ready to have that conversation. And then finally, so we're to step 5, and it's the fun part. Go house hunting. You actually get to look at houses after you've done all of that. So I'd say before you could look to do homework, figure out what's in your price range, but this is the point to where you're ready to write an offer. You have the savings. You have the credit, you're pre-approved, so it's just finding that right house. So getting with your agent, an agent that really knows the area and can help you find a property that would work best for you.
When you're looking at preparing, think about the area you want to live in. In East Texas, there's some great small towns if you're looking for a small town feel. Go ahead and do your research ahead of time. Don't go look at houses in 15 different cities all around East Texas. Go ahead and do that research ahead of time to see if you want to live in there before you even start looking at houses at that area.
Yeah, so we normally ask what's most important to the home purchaser. Is it a specific school district? Is it being close to hospitals? Is it being close to restaurants and shopping? Is it not being close to anything and being like on a little cabin in the middle of nowhere? I mean, finding out what your motivation is and what you're really looking for is really important, and that way being honest and letting your agent know exactly what you're looking for so they can get you the right properties, and you're not searching all over looking at properties that don't match what you want.
Yes, that's so true. Well, after you find that house, making an offer is the next step, and negotiating this with the seller, and that's through your agent, negotiating that. And at that point, you need to be looking at time off from work. When can you close? When can you move? Are you in a lease? So a lot of that needs to be discussed with your agent so they know on the contract the dates to put in.
Exactly. And once you have it under contract, that's, if you're assuming you're getting a loan, that's about a 30 to 40-day process to close on it. So during that time, there's a few things that need to be done, and your agent will assist you with this. The first one is getting an inspection of the property. Now, I hear it all the time with sellers say, I hope their house passes inspection. There's no pass-fail, really. It's more, this is for the buyer, this is what's wrong with the house, and you have to decide if there's anything you want to ask the seller for. If anything's a deal breaker, you could back out of the deal. And then after that, you get your appraisal, and that's just making sure for the bank that the house is worth the price that you're offering for it.
Yes, it's the eyes for the bank on the property. They take pictures and determine that valuation. And then the next step is make it official. Go to closing date. And you get the keys to the property at that time, so everything just comes together at the last minute.
That's when you sign that's when you officially sign your life away. Is what they always say. So that's when you sign and make everything official so that it's your home. And then lastly, you get to move and set up movers and make sure that you're dealing with a mover that knows what they're doing. I would say that's really important because that can be really stressful if you get the wrong mover.
Yes, and sometimes those have to be set up as soon as you sign a contract, because trying to find a mover these days, they're so busy. So it is important moving in your house at its exciting time. So hopefully this will help and get the plans rolling on buying a house. Well, you're listening to the Tyler House Hunter Show. We have to go to a news break. We'll be back after these messages.
Locally owned, locally managed, locally committed. We're your only local news radio. KTBB and KTBB.com.
Fox News, I'm Karen McHugh. Some surprising results from a new study on rebound cases of COVID.
A new report from the National Institutes of Health's Clinical Center finds that a rebound of COVID-19 symptoms in some who took Pfizer's antiviral treatment may be related to a robust immune response rather than a weak one. Researchers looked at rebound cases in 8 patients and concluded that taking a course of Paxlovid longer than the recommended 5 days was not required to reduce the risk of a recurrence of symptoms, as some some have suggested. While all patients in the study had developed strong immune responses, they found higher levels of antibodies in the patients who experienced a rebound. The team says it argues against the idea that impaired immune responses are to blame for symptoms returning in some people.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. 10 people were killed, several more wounded in an explosion Friday at a gas station in Ireland's County Donegal. America is listening to Fox News.
The Fed just hiked interest rates again, the biggest hike in decades, since 1994, as a matter of fact. Hey, Sean Hannity here. If you're trying to buy a home, now more than ever, it is imperative that you find a real estate agent who knows the market better than anyone and has the skills to win you the negotiation and save you the most money. There's only one agent in town I recommend. I'm talking about the Burks Team of RE/MAX professionals. Now, they're a sharp team of real estate experts who service the entire Tyler, Longview area. The Burks Team spend thousands of dollars every month and create demand for your home, which makes it sell faster and for more money. Now, they can give you an immediate cash offer at fair market value, but more importantly, they can help you look at all the options with hundreds of potential buyers, and that creates demand for your home and helps your home sell at a price and deadline that you agree to, or they agree to buy it. If you need to sell a home in East Texas, take my advice. Go online at TylerHouseHunters.com or LongviewHouseHunters.com. Or just Google the Burks Team.
Did you know homeowners insurance doesn't cover everyday problems with your home's mechanical systems and appliances? Home Warranty of America does. Their exclusive 13-month contract prepares you for life's everyday disasters and helps protect against costly repairs and replacements. HWA is proud to be part of the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals here in Tyler. So call them at 888-HWA-RELY or learn more at HWAHomewarranty.com. Terms and conditions apply.
In today's economy, many are considering investing in real estate to build wealth, but have no idea where to start. That's where CrossPoint Management Group comes in. Whether you're a homeowner thinking of renting for the first time or a seasoned investor with multiple rental properties, CrossPoint is your source for leasing and managing your property. Every potential tenant is given a rigorous background check, assuring your property is only leased to the highest quality tenants. CrossPoint also makes sure your property complies with the latest legal requirements, reducing your liability. All the hassle of management is handled by CrossPoint, from maintenance to repairs to detailed monthly financial statements. With over 30 years of residential real estate management experience, the staff of CrossPoint Management Group have the know-how to handle your leasing and management needs. Visit them online at crosspointgroup.com. Voted #1 property management company in back-to-back years by Locals Love Us, CrossPoint can take the worry out of property ownership. Visit crosspointgroup.com.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Call Jonathan Pruner or Robert Duncan today at 903-596-0690 to see if you qualify to save 40% on your auto insurance.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Looking for a great home loan experience with great customer service? Consider Derek Jones and the team at Legacy Mortgage Group, providing honest and friendly service to East Texans for over 15 years. Buying a new home should be fun, not stressful, so let the team at Legacy assist you. Give them a call today at 903-617-6173 and ask about their best rate guarantee. Visit them online at txhomeloans.com or stop by their Tyler office at 1658 West Grande Boulevard, Suite 200. Legacy Mortgage Group.
NMLS 355969 and 351473.
Are you ready to start saving money on your auto and homeowner's insurance? Then the time is now to call Jim Tolman Insurance at 509-1300. Let's be honest, we're all tired of paying high insurance rates on auto and home. If you're not shopping, you're losing. Call Jim Tolman Insurance at 509-1300 and let us do the work for you. We're on the web at jimtolmaninsurance.com. We're behind Chuck E. Cheese just off the loop. Or you can reach us at 509-1300. Start saving today.
This is the Tyler House Hunter Show on 97.5 KTBB FM and KTBB.com.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Tyler House Hunters radio show. We are the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals. Today with you live, Zach and Rebecca Burks. You can reach us at 593-5822. You can ask us a question live on the air or leave a message with our producer. We'd be happy to answer that for you. Or if you'd prefer to talk with an agent right now and have a longer conversation, you can call us at 561-2600. That's our office number, and we have an agent standing by. They'd be happy to help you out. Also, if you're an investor, whether you have a home by default that we call, where you just have a home that you got stuck with that you're leasing out, or you have 100 properties, we have CrossPoint Management Group. They'd be happy to talk with you about managing that so you can get that taken off your books and get that mailbox money. And you can reach them at 705-6587. And if you're a tenant and you're looking for a new property, they also have several vacancies right now that are coming up. They book up pretty quick, so you can find those as they're coming up for availability at crosspointgroup.com. So where we left off, we were talking about the steps to purchasing a property, but what happens after you purchase it and you move in? What do you need to do from there? And so we have, if we make it through all of these in this segment, we have 16 steps to moving into a new property and what you should be doing to prepare.
Well, the first thing you need to do is hook up your utilities, and that's really before you close and get all those scheduled. You don't want to move in on a Friday and then it's Monday or Tuesday before you can get your water turned on or your gas, because you do like a hot shower if it's a gas water heater. So do think about utilities ahead of time and get all those set up. Sometimes the internet cable are a little bit farther out than a few days, so make sure you get everything that you want hooked up.
The next one, and this is always a point of contention between buyers and sellers, is do a deep clean of the property. We have it put in contracts all the time that seller to do a deep clean or have it professionally cleaned. And as somebody who's been in thousands of homes, I can tell you that there are very different definitions of clean. I go in some people's houses where there's not a gum wrapper on the floor anywhere, there's not one thing out of place, and they are apologizing that their house is a wreck, and they just can't, they're so embarrassed that they're showing it to me, but the house looks perfect. And then I have other people that they have stuff floor to ceiling, and they think it's ready to go, like it's ready to show. So don't assume that the seller's going to do that. I would go ahead and probably have your carpets clean, get the baseboards, because all that, once it's covered up with your furniture and rugs and all that, it's going to be really hard to make it really clean. So go ahead and do that as soon as you move in.
Yes, I would say schedule that before you move in and have that ready to go, because a lot of times they want it to dry for a day. So on the carpet, so make sure you get all this scheduled. So true on the cleaning. I had one time a buyer's agent, another company called and said the seller just didn't clean the house, and the seller was like, I did everything. He forgot the microwave. And in their terms, if the microwave wasn't cleaned, it didn't get cleaned. And so everybody's version of clean is different. So make sure you just plan on having it cleaned. If someone cleaned it, it doesn't hurt to have it cleaned some more, because maybe their cleaning didn't include wiping down baseboards and doing the deep cleaning. So make sure you plan on that. And the next thing is change your locks. And a lot of people don't think about that, but you don't know who has keys to the property. They pass a key, sometimes 2 keys or more to the property, but you still don't know if that's all the keys. There's nothing that says all the keys are passed. It's just that a key's passed. So
yeah,
do
exactly.
change those locks.
The dog walker, the house cleaner, everybody might have a key to the house, so it's better just to go ahead and change it. And the same with garage security codes, is go ahead and changing those. I know at our house there's several people that have our garage code, and changing that so that way you know that you're secure. And that's really the whole purpose of owning your own home, is feeling secure and feeling safe. And go ahead and doing those will give you peace of mind.
Yeah, so when you look at your security code, that could be your remote. Get that changed to your remote, as well as keypads outside. Think about those things. And some people have the codes to the house on the front door. It's a code number that's been given out to several people showing the property. And then forward your old mail and change your old address. Change your address to the new one from the old one. I like to start about a month before I move and start writing down when I get something in the mail, and I look at do I want this to get forwarded. Sometimes You never think about things, but as you get something in the mail, say, oh, I need to change this one. I just start a list of who I need to notify of things I want to make sure goes to my new address.
Yes, and that's my favorite part of moving is calling the DMV, the IRS, voter registration, banking, investment accounts, credit cards, loan services, insurance companies, your employer, doctor's offices, online retailers, your house of worship, delivery, rideshare apps, and subscriptions, and making sure all 30 of those things are changed whenever you move.
Well, you need to make sure that address is changed. Speaking of that, on the delivery apps, sometimes I get food at my front door. For
me.
you. I'll say, oh, there's Zach at my front door, and he's getting his food. Because, if you have the wrong address on there, you might be delivering food to the buyers of your house. And so they would be very appreciative, I'm sure, after moving in.
Yeah, making sure I think Amazon is the most important one, making sure that one's changed so that your subscribe and save goes to the right house.
Oh, that's a good idea, too. Well, then you need to unpack your boxes. I know it is a lot of work, but just as you're unpacking, if you're getting tired and thinking this will never happen, just zero in on the one box that you're working on. I just need to get through this one box and then take a break. A lot of times it's overwhelming thinking about everything, but zero in on that one box and get some sense of accomplishment as you go through.
And I'm sure my wife would come help you move and unpack those boxes. She loves that's like her favorite thing to do, honestly.
Organizing is
she had our
too.
house unpacked within by noon, so that you'll have that in common. You'll actually enjoy that for some reason. I don't get it, but
it's the organization and going through stuff and keeping just only
getting rid of stuff.
Yes, and it's hard for me to quit. I'm a finisher and completer, and so at 3 a.m. A lot of times I have to be told, you can stop. It will be here tomorrow.
The next one is buy a safe. If you're moving, it's a good time. A lot of people leave their old safes at their house, whether they're attached to the slab or not. It's a good time to go ahead and get a fireproof document safe or a gun safe. If you left that one at the old house, it's better to do that sooner rather than later to prepare your documents and also to protect your family.
Well, and check your smoke detectors when you move in. It might be a good time to go ahead and replace the batteries if they're backup batteries. Same thing if alarm system that you have. It's a good time to know when all this has happened.
And I would say air filters as well. If you see on the inspection the air filters were dirty, go ahead and change those out. I think it's a good thing to do with cleaning carpet. I think anytime you move, having the carpet professionally cleaned and having air filters clean, so it's all clean whenever you go in.
And you know that date.
The 10th item is introduce yourself to your neighbors and just getting to know. I know it's really important on our street. We have texts that we send, and everybody looks out for each other and looks out for their houses. So it's important to know your neighbors, and you can help them, and they can be of help sometimes if you need it.
Well, and don't wait for them to come to you and introduce yourself. You go introduce yourself. Take that first step. Maybe your neighborhood doesn't have the text like ours has that too. We have everybody's phone number and the package gets delivered to the wrong place, or we all get together. Just all kind of reasons that you need their numbers, and just go introduce yourself and maybe even start something like that for your neighborhood if there's not there.
Yeah, and you can see, you can go on the Appraisal District's website, or you could download the Nextdoor app, and you can see who's a member of that and see who's on there and message them and introduce yourself that way and ask if there's a good time to come by and bring something with you and just introduce yourself to them.
Well, another thing is to learn where everything is, and that's from your water shut off, your breaker switches, where your air filters, on where you do put those. And me, it was light switches. Find out what all they go to, what maintains the outside of your house, and so find out where everything's located.
This one I'm bad about is setting up mortgage and utilities auto pay. I always forget to do this anytime I buy a house.
It's the first thing I do. I
always get a notification. It's like, you didn't pay your utilities. I'm like, well, shoot, I guess I should have set that up. So do that right off the bat, first thing, so that way you don't have to worry about it. If you're not a detailed person like I am, if you're a big picture kind of guy, go ahead and do that first so you can just set it and forget it.
Well, another is purchase emergency supplies as you're replacing things in your house, whether it be batteries or the filters or things like this, make sure you have an emergency supply on hand. And also, next step is go over your inspection report. This is so good, and I've done this a lot when we buy houses and rehab, is I go in the inspection report and look at things and what needs to be done, and that didn't get done. Maybe it got negotiated out, you need the repairs, so do that.
Yeah, so we touched on that earlier with doing the air filters. Just go ahead and knock out a lot of those things, burn out light bulbs, air filters, electrical issues. A lot of those don't get touched on when we do the negotiations, but it's good to go ahead and get those knocked out. Next is create a cleaning schedule, maintenance schedule, figure out when do we need to do the air filters, when do we need to change out the smoke alarm batteries, and creating that schedule so that you don't forget, because I think that's the worst thing in the world, because the smoke alarms only start beeping at 3 in the morning. They never start.
I think they're programmed to go out.
Yeah, they never start at like noon. So go ahead and get that set up so you can be proactive with that maintenance.
Yes, and then when you get all settled in, everything's unpacked, and you got everything figured out in your house, have that housewarming party, and that's a fun part of owning a house, is getting to entertain.
Yeah, that's the whole point of why you bought the house, is to raise a family or have your friends over. So have that housewarming party and enjoy your house that you have all set up now, thanks to our advice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back after this break with some new listings and some coming soons, and maybe a couple of price improvements on our listings. You're listening to the Tyler House Hunters Radio Show. We are the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals.
The KTBB Drive at 5 with Chuck McKinley and John Sims. Monday afternoon at 5 on your only local news radio, KTBB.
Hey, it's your friend Sean Hannity, and as you know, I am not afraid to be honest and say exactly what I feel. When it comes to selling your home, you need to know there are real estate agents out there that just rely on yard signs, well, and a few $100s of marketing. I'm going to make this very easy for you and tell you about a team of real estate agents whose marketing plan is in a whole different league than anyone else you will talk to. I'm talking about the Burks Team of RE/MAX Professionals. Now, they're a sharp team of real estate experts who service the entire Tyler, Longview area and consistently leverage the highest price on hundreds of homes every single year. Now, because of that, if they can't sell your home at a price and deadline that you agree to, they will buy your home. I've met the Burks and know why thousands of happy Tyler, Longview area homeowners, well, they trust the Burks Team. If you need to sell a home in East Texas, take my advice. Call the Burks Team. Go online at TylerHouseHunters.com or LongviewHouseHunters.com, or just Google the Burks Team.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Call Jonathan Pruner or Robert Duncan today at 903-596-0690 to see if you qualify to save 40% on your auto insurance.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Have your carpet seen better days? Before you spend hundreds on replacing your carpet, contact Nortex Restoration and Carpet Cleaning at nortexrestoration.com or tylercarpetcleaning.com. We offer peace of mind when sending one of our highly skilled technicians into your home. Do you have high traffic areas, pet urine, or water? No problem. Our team can handle all of your carpet concerns. Thank you for allowing Nortex to be your Tyler Carpet Cleaning Specialist. Like us on Facebook, Nortex Restoration and Carpet Cleaning.
Looking for a great home loan experience with great customer service? Consider Derek Jones and the team at Legacy Mortgage Group, providing honest and friendly service to East Texans for over 15 years. Buying a new home should be fun, not stressful, so let the team at Legacy assist you. Give them a call today at 903-617-6173 and ask about their best rate guarantee. Visit them online at txhomeloans.com or stop by their Tyler office at 1658 West Grande Boulevard, Suite 200. Legacy Mortgage Group.
NMLS 355969 and 351473.
Are you afraid of a bug invasion? It's that time of year when termites, fleas, roaches, ants, and yes, bed bugs can strike. Make sure that you are bug-free the entire summer. Turn to the pros at East Texas Pest Control. They've been getting rid of bugs for decades. East Texas Pest Control can take care of your bug problem permanently. Give them a call at 903-729-0831, 903-729-0831, and be bug-free forever.
Hi, it's Jim Tolman. You know, when making decisions, it's just better to have choices. And that's why at our agency, we shop multiple insurance companies. More companies means more choices and better pricing. Can your agent shop with other companies? If the answer is no, then your choices are limited. We're an independent agency. We're not locked into one company. We look for the best rate. So if it's time to renew your auto and homeowner's insurance, it's time to call Jim Tolman. 509-1300. Choices. It does make a difference. Jim Tolman Insurance, 509-1300.
Storm damage, debris on your roof, leaves clogging up your gutters? Call R&S Roofing for a free inspection of those potential roofing problems. R&S Roofing is now offering a $100 a year roof maintenance program that'll cover 2 yearly maintenance cleanings and repairs for your roof and gutters. The experienced staff at R&S has been in the roofing and construction business for over 20 years, and they know how to do things the right way. Call them today at 903-630-5008. That's 903-630-5008. R&S Roofing, installing trust daily.
This is the Tyler House Hunter Show on 97.5 KTBB FM and KTBB.com.
Welcome back to the Tyler House Hunter Show with Zach Burks, Rebecca Burks. We're the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals. We have some great new listings to tell you about. The first one is in Bullard, 11813 Buck Cove. Is listed at $600,000 for 5-bedroom, 3-bath, built in 2018 with 2937 square feet. Just went active 2 days ago.
Next, we have 2 tracts that are one's 13 acres for $245 and one's 9.5 acres for $180. Those are on County Road 490 in Tyler, kind of in between Tyler and Lindale. Both of them have electric, water, and septic on the property, so everything is fully set up for you to build a house, or if you want to move a house there, they're ready to go.
New one in White House, 14806 County Road 2-333. This is listed at $519,900. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, built in 2002 with 2,600 square feet, and it has a guest house, our mother-in-law suite.
Absolutely, very nice guest house on that, and big lot as well. We have an open house this week, 231 West Cumberland Road. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath. It says 5-car garage in here. I bet you could fit 10 cars at least in those garages. They're big. 3521 square feet on 1.21 acres, has an in-ground pool, a guest house. That is active for $1.2999 million, and that'll be open this Sunday from 2 to 4 o'clock.
Well, Zach, you have been busy with meeting with potential sellers, and a lot of sellers have signed contracts to list with us, and they are taking care of some things and getting pictures scheduled. So we have a lot of coming soons. And in Henderson, we have a coming soon on Westwood Drive for $350,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,815 square feet in Oak Ridge Estate subdivision.
And on these coming soons, I will say that we can't give all the details about them, but if you do want to ask questions and get further details, you can call our office and they can give you instructions on how you can get that if you hear something that sounds like what you're looking for. The next house is in Gladewater. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,060 square feet for $209,999 on Chevy Chase.
And in Jacksonville, County Road 3911, coming soon, $400,000. This is sitting on 30 acres. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath.
Next, we have a coming soon on Preakness in Flint. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage built in 2004, 1,727 square feet for $318,000.
In Tyler, we have a coming soon for $445,000. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2 half-baths with a bonus room.
And a
coming
pool
soon.
Yeah.
And a pool.
Next, we have a coming soon in Tyler on County Road 43. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage with 2,275 square feet on 1.43 acres, and that'll be going live for $375,000.
Lindsay Lane and Tyler is coming soon for $275,000. This is updated, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,539 square feet.
Chandler, we have a coming soon on Harold Drive. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage built in 2018, 1772 square feet for $329,900.
And in Gilmer, 3.9 acres for $45,000 is coming soon.
Frankston on Weldon Street, we have a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage with a 2-car carport, 2357 square feet on a little over half an acre for $347,000.
Coming soon in Tyler on Hudson Street, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1752 square feet for $175,000.
And then lastly, we have a coming soon on Salado Creek in Tyler. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage. This house was built just 2019. It's 2287 square feet for $450,000.
And you cannot find our coming soons on the website. A lot of these have scheduled photos for next week, so the photos aren't there. The listings are not there yet until we get the photos taken. You can call our office, 903-561-2600, if you need more information about those. Now, our new listings, our open house, they're on our website. You can go to tylerhousehunters.com for Tyler and the surrounding areas, or longviewhousehunters.com for Longview and the surrounding areas. You'll find our listings as well as our MLS listings on there.
Yes, and so our website, once you go on there, you can look at any house, not just ours, that's on the market. It'll ask you to create an account. It's really beneficial for you if you're looking to buy. Your account will actually keep track of the homes that you're looking at. So our system kind of builds a little database of the ideal home for you based on what homes you've been looking at. So it tailors email notifications to you, and you can pick how often you want those, but it'll let you know what homes are coming up on the market so that you can be notified first and get in those properties quicker. Our buyer's agents can keep you up to date if you'd like on those homes as well, and they can show you any property that's on the market. So if you see anything that comes up through your email on there, you can talk to our buyer's agents and they can get you in that property. We're not going to sell your information or hound you. We'll give you a call, see if you're interested in buying, and see if we can help you out. And if you're just curious, just looking, we'll let you look in peace, and you can try to find a home for you someday if that's what you'd like. We appreciate you listening to the Tyler House Hunters radio show today. We are the Burks Team at RE/MAX Professionals. I hope you have a great weekend.
Based in East Texas, serving East Texas, accountable to East Texas. We're your only local news radio, KTBB and KTBB.com.